Welcome to the heart of Sooner Nation, Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. And if you aren't familiar with the saying, Boomer Sooner, you will be soon enough. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see, the Syracuse Orange taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Sooners will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Syracuse's offense will get the first crack at it here. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Syracuse right back at it. Power football with the run. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Dropping back, it's Humphreys. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. It's complete to the right. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Oklahoma's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways in how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them. They'll throw screens. They'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is, if you're a defense, you're used to it. You see this guy in practice every day. Now you're seeing another guy that's elite. Which defense can rise to the challenge and get a few stops and maybe nullify the playmaker?
Grab near the marker. It's Meadows. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They got a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh.
It's a fumble on the play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They'll try the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. They'll try to run for it. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He needed to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass, using the quick game. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll try to race to the edge on first and goal with the wide receiver. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Second and goal coming up.
Brings up second and goal.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. From the shotgun, the inside give. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Humphries. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Syracuse right back at it. They'll try to power their way ahead. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He wants to throw. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy is no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
Got it in the middle. It's Pierce. Right down the gut of the field. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Sooner! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bill today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over North Carolina. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for a man. It's Humphreys. Fires to the wideout. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The back goes in motion. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. It's caught. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Got the quick pass. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Now with a red zone opportunity.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. to the ground with the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Here's the handoff. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Looking to pass. It's Humphries. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Syracuse right back at it. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A strike downfield. And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. With the run on 1st and goal. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Orange. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on your quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Trying play action. Looking left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. They're working that left side. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have
fires and picked off. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Finds the tight end. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. The inside handoff. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for room, it's Pierce. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line. Third and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown Sooners!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Give to the running back. He's there to make the stop. Syracuse right back at it.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
They'll run it from the gun. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Humphreys. He wants it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Syracuse.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Offense in the hurry-up.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He looks that one in nicely. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Syracuse right back at it.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Back to throw, it's Humphries. Unloads to the right. And that pass picked off. And stampeding through the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
With the catch, it's Shamanic.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Complete. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2, his quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll throw it on first down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Touch pass on the run. Dances away from one.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Syracuse right back at it. Leaves it with the running back. He locked up and held on to bring him down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him on the ground, a 6-yard run in the red zone down to the 11. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got a man. It's Shimonic. After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. Can't get him to the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He's going to pass. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Pulls it in. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He fires one deep down the right side.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. Got him downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and now they'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Running back searching for a hole. Hard running there. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
Got it set up on the outside. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Lets it fly on the move. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Firing to the right, complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He makes the grab. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And this passing game has them calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of characters. And one thing they always have, offensive success.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now they'll run the draw. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in first downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Catch in the middle, it's Meadows. And the ball's on the ground. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere, it's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed on the outside, it's Meadows. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the feet in bounds and secure the catch. What a play and what a day for this young man.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He now has 80 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Looking to go up top on first down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A little screen to the running back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going.
Oh, he wants it all. Got it in stride inside the 20. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it, and he had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second angle.
They'll put the tight end in motion. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He'll pick up 3 before he's down at the 6. Syracuse right back at it. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man, and he's dragged down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Arkansas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12. Give to the single back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Bought a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. His field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. No good. Missed opportunity with the field goal, and the deficit is still 15. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get landed up.
And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. And the Sooners will hustle to the line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's meant.
And that's a live ball. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. The Sooners are flying down the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Pierce. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st, it's at the 37. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. They've got the screen set up. This guy's having a game that feels like half a season for some. He's over 450 yards.
And he is so dialed in with his offensive coordinator and play caller with what they want to do and how they want to attack this defense. It seems like every single snap, he's read the coverage. He knows exactly where to go with the ball.
Going up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pierce. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They'll run play action. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown Sooners! And the route is on. Follow the blockers.
tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. To the air, it's Humphreys. Quickly complete. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Tackle on the play at the 26-yard line. 2nd down.
Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. This offense has a 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Cuse. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
They're going to run it. He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Got it in the middle. It's Shamanik. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. The quick out. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. Got his man quickly. Tackled immediately after the catch. The Sooners want to move quickly. Wants to throw on 3rd. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Sooners are on the move. They're going to run it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Here comes the hurry up.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points, and now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. Smashes through. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown in the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll throw it on first down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick handoff. Sweet cut there. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Quick strike complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. First down for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Looking to buy time. He's going to run it. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Syracuse right back at it.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Humphries. Takes the easy completion. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Up-tempo for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the grab inside the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Handoff to the lone back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? Looking to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it, and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Lining up to add another. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. USC has just had no answers today. You should see what the Trojan greats are saying on social media right now. Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, talk about not safe for work.
They're going to open this drive with a pass.
They're trailing by 25 to Miami. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll keep it himself. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. He leaves it with the back. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the 1st down. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He's loose. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
He makes the catch. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Sooner! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Lining up from the 34 on first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Just feeds the running back. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Really good run there on third down. He got 5, but they're still left with a 4th and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He unleashes a long one. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Humphreys. Gets it out fast. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ballgame, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. If we get the interception, this one's almost over.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Give to the back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part.
And the defense gets to the quarterback, trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Daniels. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. He's looking to throw it. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Syracuse right back at it. To the air, it's Humphries. Got his man. Running through contact. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.
And you've got to feel good if you're this offense, right? To come out and to make as many plays as you did in front of your home crowd.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.